Hey everybody, Andrew McGivern here from the Bunker Project, and you're listening to The Bunker Show, episode 109. Before we get to the show, we forgot to mention during the show that right now the podcast awards are on, and the first annual Stitcher podcast awards are also on. So what we'd like you to do, if you can take a minute, is to go to podcastawards.com. That's www.podcastawards.com. And you can nominate the Bunker Project in either People's Choice or Best Produced and one other category. And the category that we'd like you to nominate the Bunker Show in is technology. So you just put in the podcast name, which is the Bunker Project, and the podcast URL. So the one that you need to put in there is www.uncensoredsocialunderground.com. So you put in the Bunker Project and uncensoredsocialunderground.com for the podcast URL. And then you just put in your name and your email address and you hit submit, and you have nominated the Bunker Project for one of those two categories: People's Choice, Best Produced, plus technology. So that's it. So make sure that you nominate all your other favorite shows in the various categories. There's health and fitness, there's movies and films, politics, news, religion and inspiration, gaming, entertainment, and all that kind of stuff. So you can only nominate once. So once you've nominated, if you remember about a podcast that you want to nominate, it's too late. You can only nominate once. So make your vote count. Put all the podcasts that you listen to into the feed there. So that's great. So also go to www.stitcher.promotw.com. That's www.stitcher.promotw.com. You can register the Bunker Project for the Stitcher Awards. So same thing, pick the technology category and make sure you nominate your other podcasts as well that you listen to. We would love it if you can do that for us. Thanks so much. And here is The Bunker Show. The Bunker Project is brought to you by Wix.com, the easiest place to create a website online.
For free.
All right, welcome back to another episode of The Bunker Project. This is Bunker Project 109. Ooh. And Bob is back.
Back in the house! Yeah!
Your replacement sounded really odd.
I know he did, didn't he? Well, I'm pretty odd, so, odd for odd. It's all we could do at the last minute's notice. Speaking of odd, here's James.
For you.
Wow, he looks like you dragged him
James
backwards.
Card has arrived. The gaming maven is in the house.
Twisted match, so I guess we better do...
Oh,
Hang on, I think we got everybody muted.
no, I didn't mute anybody.
We got a dead mic.
We tested that one, didn't we?
Yeah,
Is it turned on?
Yep.
Oh, it was.
There we go. When in doubt, turn it on.
So children, don't play with the mics.
All right, let's
Unless it's your own.
Yes. Well, we were...
let's just jump right into the roundtable introduction.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, do you want to talk? Let's start with Mark down in California, because apparently, Mark, you've got some.
Zuckerberg's on the show.
Yeah, he is. It's his evil
What's up,
twin.
Zuck?
Calling in from Palo Alto, yeah.
Oh, so look at the size of that mic! Holy crap!
The Yeti.
Is it? It looks like just this guy that's got a weird shaped hat that's really short sitting in front of him. That's what it looks like. That's how big that damn
Actually, it
mic
looks
is.
like a giant thimble.
I thought you were going to say something else, but okay. So, dude, tell us what you've been doing.
Dude, I've been working at this company called YTM. It's awesome.
What does YTM
it
stand
out.
for?
Yellow Thunder Media.
Okay.
I'm not going into what that means, but
okay. You signed a piece of paper. Sorry, we're not allowed to do
Yeah,
talk
basically.
about our acronyms.
Yeah, no, basically we work with brands and agencies. We unlock YouTube for people.
Nice. I've had trouble with that. I couldn't sign in, and how can I get into this damn
He
account?
forgot his password.
Thank God they've got a company that'll help me doing that now. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we're experts. We know how to sign in. We know how to stay signed in, too.
I bet you that's pricey stuff. What are you charging, 10, 20,000 a month for that?
You
type
don't
of
want to
service?
know.
Hey,
you don't want to know.
When your YouTube goes down, you got to get it back on. I mean, it's the type of insurance. It's worth paying that 20 grand a month just to make sure if you forget how to log in. I mean, isn't YouTube something to do with that Googly company?
Googly, yeah. Yeah,
Google
YouTube
Juice.
is actually, if you didn't know, the second largest search engine on the internet.
I think it's.
Dun, dun, dun. Who's
I
bringing
think
facts
you
into
could
the
you
show?
could
God
actually.
damn it.
I don't think he's actually listened to our show because we've mentioned that like over 100 times.
Yeah. Hey, but I think you could argue that YouTube is the biggest search engine.
Basically, yeah. I mean,
You could,
most
but you'd
searches
be
on
wrong.
Google.
No,
show
because
up
if
YouTube right
you
away.
search for anything in YouTube, you don't get Google results in YouTube. But if you search in Google, you get YouTube results.
Okay, my question to
So therefore,
That's deep.
That is deep.
Okay, I got a question for Mark. Mark,
Video room.
I
Go
know,
for it.
yeah.
That's what she said.
You know, if you put what was it, wrong in Google right now, you get Mitt Romney as a response.
Completely
Is
wrong.
Completely wrong.
completely
Yeah.
wrong.
Does that same thing happen in
But that's
YouTube?
in images. That's
Does-
not anywhere else.
yeah.
Oh, but what about YouTube?
You just
That's-
get you get a lot of failed
We'll
videos.
get, yeah.
No, I don't think so. Anyways,
Yeah,
last
exactly.
time you were on the show, you were working with Streamified.
I was working with Streamified.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah, we were doing a podcast, Let Us Present. You guys have been on
Was
twice.
awesome.
I think the second time we talked about alcohol and just alcohol the entire podcast.
And the first time we talked about
Basically just alcohol,
Yeah.
some social media.
That sounds a lot like our regular
we
shows.
just couldn't quite get the audience that we thought we'd get. So I moved on.
Same with us,
yeah.
except we forgot to move on.
They can't get rid of us. We just keep coming back.
Yeah.
When will it ever end? When will it ever end? Oh my God!
Cool.
Well, thank God for the black beer. That's all I can
All right.
say.
Well, we've got another person in the hangout. We've got
Oh,
Craig Griffiths
Hello.
from
All
Down
right,
Under.
How is everyone up there?
hey, we're not bad. Actually, we called it Down Under. Why do we call it Down Under?
Because it's below us.
Yeah, but when you're in Australia, it's like, what?
You guys
Doesn't
are up
feel so
over,
down.
huh?
Yeah, up over. We're the armpit, and I guess you got. Never mind. I don't.
We're
Let's not get
American
into some
half.
anatomy, because if you're down under,
Yeah. Well, that's I'm very big down under.
That's like it's an Australian pickup line. It's like it's usually like, hey, how do Aussies like to do it? Down under. So
That's
So
right.
what's new? What's happening with Ask Fine Buy and
ass
everything else
fine
you're
by,
doing?
hey?
Ass fine by, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah.
The number
No,
one
it's
resource.
still ticking along. It's still going. It's still going along. It's just, it is what it is. It just keeps collecting up businesses, and more people subscribe, and more people use it to find things. But
Cool.
there's just doing that. The podcast, the other one, the Making Business and Sales Works, going okay. So it's just all ticking along. It's just business as usual now. So it's sort of calmed down to being a business.
Yeah, I've
The
been
excitement
listening.
of a year ago that was all just become normality, which is good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's becoming nice.
Well, I
Yeah,
like your podcast. It's
He does
got
hell of
lot
an interview.
Oh yeah, great interviews. Not just interviews, because he doesn't always interview. He doesn't usually interview, do you? It's usually.
I've got a good interview coming up in a minute. Actually, the guys that had one of the early podcasts I did, there's these guys that had a driveway. It was too small to put a car in, so they built a restaurant in there. And since then, they've opened three
That's a
others.
Big fucking
they've
car,
become-
man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, the whole restaurant's only 2 meters wide by 6 meters long, and they do like 300 meals a day out of it.
Wow.
It's an amazingly good little thing. And they've opened up another one in a
Diners,
storeroom.
drive-ins, and dives, Australia.
Oh, it's an amazing place. And it's so successful now. The local council's trying to get more of them to do it, and they've given them a 4-story tall billboard to advertise the guys.
Sweet.
cool.
It has become they used to get on like Urban Spoon and things like that. Now the restaurants in the area have like 5 or 6 reviews, and these guys have got like 370.
Wow. So my question is, what are they serving? It's those funky Australian
Kangaroo.
burgers with kangaroo burgers with koala
the
juice
guy-
and
Exactly, yeah, minced
Vegemite?
shark.
oh yeah,
ramen noodles.
Yeah, ramen
Yeah.
noodles.
No, it's
blackened
they,
surfer.
On the way in, they go to the markets every day. They go to the markets each day, so whatever's in season they get, and they design a menu on the day.
Surfer.
Draw it on brown, put it on brown paper and stick it on the wall, and that's it. So it's different every day.
Wow. And any roadkill?
If it's on the way into the office, yeah, that's how it would be.
Ooh, yeah. Badunk.
Was it
Sorry
it
for
fresh?
the tire marks.
It was coughing up blood an hour ago. That's how fresh it was.
Wow. Nice.
some more
Yeah,
visitors
there
here.
seems to be a license plate in my soup. Oh, yeah, that's the shark soup that we didn't. Yes,
I
very
think we
fresh.
need more headphones.
Okay, look at.
I think you need a bigger room.
We got, yeah, exactly.
Gonna need
Let's
a
take
bigger
a look at the
boat.
room because we got a ton of people coming in. Holy
All right,
crap.
let's get to somebody more important than people in the hangout.
Hey, come on.
Because I'm freaking
harsh
bored.
toast.
All right, let's start over there with
Thank you,
CK Golf.
Oh, I love you, Craig.
Solutions.
I'm just kidding. If you ever want an interview, just give me a call.
Hey, Jeff with CK Golf Solutions. CK Golf Solutions
Get on that
Twitter.
mic. No, get right on
Get
it.
really close.
Get on it.
Hello.
There. Whoa.
There we go.
Better?
Wow.
Jeff with CK Golf Solutions on Twitter. CK Golf Solutions.
What does CK Golf Solutions do?
Business and management solutions for the golf industry.
Nice. That's the swing of it.
Oh.
Ooh, on
He
fire.
gets to play on a golf course all day long. Hi, Randall Orser with my Twitter handle is @NumberCrunchers, and we do mobile bookkeeping.
Cool.
Bonnie Sainsbury at B Sainsbury, the Twitter maven, and social media smarter.
How many now this week?
87,000.
Wow,
No
5,000 in 2 weeks, eh?
No spammers. All speak English. All have an icon.
Or at least type English.
They haven't
What
been
do you
bought.
mean? They don't speak English?
I don't speak anything but English, so there's no point in speaking other languages to me. It's all Greek.
That's more than some of the towns.
Well, you can
in
use
North America.
Margaret
Google
Reynolds, BC_insurance gal.
What do you do?
Tell us about that saran wrap stuff. That's my favorite part.
Basically, when life hands you a big pile of something that you don't like, because
Old salmon.
you're sick or injured, I give you money, or I get
Alright.
someone else to give you money.
Cool. I'm there
Uh,
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
if you like.
Oh, okay. This is James Karg at twisted_MAJIC.
MOUSC.
Founder and creator of
I
Social
always
Stack.
do that in my head.
Hey, dude, what are you into recently? Because you took me to a hell of a party. I was half dead, not drunk, but
no,
half
you-
dead from sick. How many? Oh, you're sick from that, aren't you?
Yeah, you got me sick. From
How
that.
many? I think I probably took down the whole.
I think you took down the whole game industry. with
I
that.
know, it was awesome. Yeah.
Bob's like, oh, well, it could have been a number of people that got me sick then, apparently.
James gets around.
It was from that FP Reach thing. I think that really showed the power of social media was getting everybody sick.
I know.
But it
Took
also
a lot of kissing, but
I think you could say it went viral.
but all right, pun of the day.
But that
pun of the
definitely
day.
is true because I mean the people that are at the top of the networking chain actually do get sick before everybody else. Statistically proven.
I think I'm going to start wearing a doctor's smock and a mask.
You probably should.
Yeah. Call me Dr.
You
Bob.
touch a lot of men.
Hey, I touch as many people as possible. Hey, and
What is
in
this
a
podcast
kind,
turned
gentle
into?
way. Yeah, exactly.
See, I told you
We're
you didn't
reaching
listen to
for
any
new
of this
sponsors.
stuff. So
All right, we're going to do gaming with James later on today, so James, get off that mic. Hey, there's a lovely redheaded chick on the on the left of James. What's
Hi.
your name?
I'm Samari McLeod.
Did you come here often? What are you
It's
doing
my
next
first time.
Wednesday?
Be gentle. I am a copywriter for Media 2.0, a digital media production house down in Gastown, Vancouver, and I also am a writer for TechVibes.com.
Yay! So Tech 5, they're all about fives.
Who isn't?
Apparently 5 is the coolest number in the vibes. I thought it was a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, it's a vibes.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I was reading something on the internet, and there's some companies totally into 5. In fact, okay, hang on. We're just
And
going to
what's
hand
your-
it over
your,
to
Twitter handle?
You
My
can,
Twitter handle is Samari M. SUMARI_M.
cool. All right.
and Bosco Anthony, Twitter handle Bosco Anthony.
You got to look excited about that 5. Where's he's going 5?
Do we do the jungle thing? Do we do it?
Yes. Oh, dude, no, that was the Mexican. It was the Mexican wave.
Mexican wave. Oh, yeah, Mexican wave.
Have a taco, please.
Too bad I don't speak Spanish. I guess.
Uno más.
Yeah, I do blogging, social media.
Get on the mic.
Internet marketing for mid-sized to corporate businesses and spear chucking on the weekends.
Spear checking.
What weight are you in? The 4 or 5
heavyweight.
Heavyweight. Yes.
No, I was born in Tanzania, East Africa. Moved here about 10 years ago, and I'm excited to be on my first bunker project.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yo, we expect
Bunker
to spike
virgin.
in popularity. We're a little taken aback because when he came in the room, I didn't recognize him without his cool hat. But
he had the
we
best
didn't know it was
style.
a hat-friendly environment.
Well, we've already got a hat maven. That's
we
why.
do.
Mm-hmm. We have a hat maven here, but he's not coming, I don't think.
Yeah, he didn't show up because he was afraid of Bosco's hat.
Oh, much to his
Way
chagrin.
more style.
Hat
Okay.
envy.
What else we got?
Sanj Sukarkar, Genesis Designs, website maven. Love to do websites and help businesses with SEO.
Cool. That's pretty.
Didn't
slick.
bring
You're
your goon today,
practicing
did you?
that, and
All the way from on my drive from Surrey. Yes.
imagine you practice that, you get pulled over, and the cop says, "Who are you?" "Hi, I'm Sergeant. I am blah blah." I said, "Dude, don't have it. I'll ticket advertising. $75." Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the background, so we're just going to hand them a mic and get an intro. If they want to speak, if they don't want to speak, just hand the mic over.
Oh,
Like,
come
everybody's
on.
shy.
We need to know who you are in case
Now
we
we
say
know.
really bad things.
I want to hear.
companies.
I want to hear about tarts.
Tarts. Oh,
Tarts.
hang on,
Tarts.
tarts. Hang on. What's going on? Tarts.
Tarts.
Who's the tart lady?
Tarts are in the room.
Somebody say hi.
One tart's in the room.
Okay. Oh, she has to stand up. She's good.
Hi, my name is Lisa Cohen,
And I'm Shauna.
and we are Tarts.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Hey, weren't you on the show before?
No,
we
they
weren't quite on the show. We met in a conference in Whistler, but we weren't actually on.
Oh,
the
that's
show.
right.
The
The tart girls.
tarts.
Yeah, that
The
tart
tarts.
girls.
Yes, we actually
And you
have
didn't
a
bring
shop
tarts.
now.
Where are your tarts? You didn't bring me samples.
1509 West Broadway.
Yeah, but
we
I
brought a tart.
A tart.
So y'all-
Man, low budget show that we are.
It's called Healthy Competition.
Yeah, well, we'll bring out the scalpel and everybody will get a piece.
So yeah, all our tops are all our tarts are topless because they have nothing to
The
hide.
topless
Whoa.
tarts.
Yeah, and you should
Come
see
and
these girls'
come and
outfits
see
in
them.
the store. They're amazing.
We'd like to dress up and look nice.
What was the address again?
Exactly.
1509 West Broadway. If you get off the 99 heading west, it's right there. Just head on
Awesome.
in the door.
Now, if you come in and say, "Hey, I love the Bunker Show," will they get a free tart sample?
Yes.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Party at the tart store.
That's right. Come on down.
300 people turn up. Holy crap.
We don't have 300 listeners.
Come on.
We actually have 300 people in our meetup group.
Do we?
Yeah.
They never turn
200
up.
and-
Thank
How
God.
many of them
200
listen to the
something.
shows?
All I can say
have
is thank
1,000
God they
listeners.
don't turn up because this room would be
Per show.
really packed. I mean,
Absolutely.
at 20 people, it's a little cramped.
Really?
All right, who's next?
Hey, my name is Michael Ogdav. I'm a web application developer. I work with James here on Social Stack.
Yeah, he's
and-
my CTO.
And he got me sick as well.
And I got him
Excellent.
sick too.
That's
Yeah.
what you get for kissing while doing code. Excellent.
Yeah. It's the best way to motivate.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not going to go in.
They work very closely, I guess, eh?
So what is Social Stack? I want to hear it from someone that's not James.
Yeah, who knows what they're talking about.
Oh.
Well, Social Stack is a cross-platform trading card game, basically to help people network better. So that's
Cool.
basically what it is.
Yeah, it's like baseball cards for business people.
Exactly.
Nice.
There, you can take that.
Can you put stats and stuff on the back of your card?
We can't tell you about that yet.
Yeah, because they haven't coded it.
No, we've coded. That's not true. It's coded. It's ready to go. We're
Hey,
So
hey!
you're t-
I
see,
want to give a shout out to one of our newest fans.
Yeah.
Oh,
His name's Norman.
we have a fan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he call in?
He called me today.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, first he emailed me and said, man, that Eric is a riot,' because he made the sex comment last episode, and then he said, 'What's with the gaming guy, man? He was so angry. He was swearing. He was like so angry. He's like, I couldn't believe it, man. He likes BlackBerry that much?'
It's true. It's true.
It's what?
That's because it was Ian's fault. And
yeah,
Ian Nethercott, if you're listening, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
He's listening in Toronto.
Oh yeah, he blew a vein on the bunker project last week.
Well, that was because he was trying to get me to divulge confidential information.
Ah, okay.
He was pushing buttons.
He's good at that, man. Ba-jink.
Well, he sells cars. I mean, if he couldn't push buttons,
he's a
he'd
button
probably be in the
pusher.
wrong industry.
Yeah, he's a button
Yeah, but it
pusher.
doesn't
He's a button
push any
pusher.
buttons because it was.
Yeah, he's got
the battery
he-
was dead.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have one more person at the back.
Yes. Hello, my name is Sherry Dick.
Hey, Sherry.
Hi. And my business is Why Social Media, and we're in the business of connecting. We're in the business of connecting social media experts with local businesses.
Oh, cool.
And your
Bonnie,
Your Twitter
you must know
handle?
these people.
Why? It's the letter Y. Social Media CA.
Excellent. So, is that our round table? We've done the round?
Yes.
We have.
Yes, we have. All right, excellent. Oh, hey, how about you, Andrew? Who the hell are you?
I'm Andrew McGivern at Podcast Hero on Twitter, at Andrew McGivern on this new social network that not very many people are on, app.net.
Oh, yeah. Am I on that too?
You are.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm finding, there's not very many people following me, but because there's not very many people on app.net relative to other social networks, a lot of people
you have
are.
to pay for it.
Yes, exactly. You have to pay $5 or $5 a month. Yeah, if you sign up for monthly.
$60.
I thought it was $50 a year.
$50 a year. Well, they give you a $10 discount.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Well, it's actually $35 a year now.
Really?
Yeah, they reduced the price.
I am pissed off.
Oh,
I
even
want my
I
money
can afford
back.
that now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sending that bastard a letter.
No, because they extended your membership
For another half year?
by a prorated amount. Yeah.
All right, so I'll ignore it for an extra half year. Excellent. No, it'll be cool. I mean, with all the crazy things. Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Bob. For all the crazy things that Twitter's doing right now, kicking out a lot of people because they have to drive people to their actual website so that they can get ad revenue, blah, blah, blah. A lot of news about stuff like that. Bonnie, did you guys talk about this ad nauseum last week?
About
how
Twitter?
Twitter's kicking everybody off? And
Yeah, we talked about some
We
of this
did.
stuff.
All right, so let's just not even bother giving me any more press then. The hell with them.
They're turning off the fire hose.
Shall we? I know, it's sad, but you know what? They're
I
going to
talk
make money.
about tarts.
Tarts. Oh, tarts.
I think I should have ate before I got
They
here.
are amazing tarts.
Do they have savory tarts? Like a savory tart?
They have
with a black-
savory and sweet tarts. I saw their website.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want a black beer tart. Why do they call a tart the black beer tart? It just goes really well with black beer.
Do they have kangaroo tarts in Australia?
Yeah, but they're really gristly.
Actually, yeah, a Guinness tart would be
It's
awesome.
more like a pouch.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my! What?
Score one
my
for Randall.
God, I tell you. Oh, hey, Marcel's not here, so I'm gonna steal his thunder. Marcel and I. Sorry for jumping right in here, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
You're not sorry.
Marcel's
No,
going to
you're
be
right.
here for show 2.
Is he? Well, the hell with
don't-
it.
Then wait.
Wait.
So no, because the competition will be over by the second show. So we're running. We're doing this new podcast called Crazy TV Talk, which is a lot of fun. Marcel and I just blab about different series. In fact, it's killing me because I got to watch so much damn TV.
Yeah, but it's not just you're talking about individual shows. You're talking or episodes. You're talking a whole season every week. So you've got to watch a season a week.
Season every week, right? It's like, oh my god. So apparently, that's all Marcel does is watch TV. And not only do
Marcel
we
needs to get out more.
big time. So not only do we talk about the series we're covering, Breaking Bad right now, which is a pretty awesome series if you haven't watched it, but then we do a second podcast after that, and Marcel just talks about what's happening TV generally. He does like Big Bang Theory, Survivor, Office. I mean, like 9 shows, and he talks about that for an hour on top of it. It's like amazing how much content this guy consumes. So anyways, that's a description of the podcast. So check it out. We've got a competition, so if you listen to a show, you know how to run the competition. Basically what it is you go and you tweet or share a tweet from our Twitter account, and that puts you in the competition. And the winner is going to get a custom-made cake themed under Breaking Bad. So the competition is called Caking Bad, and it's his sister that's doing it, and she has got a freaking killer. It's like those fake cake things.
Meth? So I've got a question.
It's going to have meth elements, and it's
Nice.
going to be so cool.
Did
So all you
you-
guys, there's only 2 people have entered, so really this is a huge opportunity. Everybody in this room and whoever's listening to the show tomorrow, Go and try that because you could win this amazing cake, and we will
What's
pay
the
for
Twitter
it to be
handle?
shipped. It's
Crazy
Crazy TV.
If one of us
TV
wins,
Talk.
we'll just ship it here for a Wednesday night.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a
Well,
question.
it's not edible. It's not an edible cake. It's a sculpture made of sugar.
I've got a question though. Hey Bob,
Sugar high.
I heard the instructions on the podcast, and it says you have to at reply Crazy TV Talk and her company. Has that changed?
Probably got to do that too.
Yeah, so you've got to send a.
Well, you know what I like
Bob
with
doesn't
sponsors.
really know what he's talking about.
Yeah, hey, I just
Bobby
do the
needed a
engineering. I'm a co-host. For God's sake, I can't do everything.
Yeah, you've got to tweet out Crazy TV Talk and the name of her Twitter.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well,
what?
maybe you can make an exception for the Bunker Show.
Absolutely. You know, we'll you know, just blast it out there, because what we'll do is we'll do the whole congratulations social media stuff. And
so what do you have to say in the tweet again?
I haven't the foggiest
Caking
idea.
bad? You have to say
Caking bad. Yeah, Caking bad. Loved. You know, check it. Whatever you want. And you know, it's Twitter. Who cares? You know? We'd be just so happy if you. But
in other words, go to crazytvtalk.com and listen to episode 1, and they talk about that contest.
And two, or just
pretty much within the first 10
go
minutes.
Go to the .com. It was crazytvtalk.com. Cool. So. There you go. It's a lot of fun, and we got lots of great pictures. And who in this room is watching Breaking Bad right now?
I'm watching Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. Oh, awesome! We're going to be covering that in about 8 weeks.
Did anybody ever find out what happened to the guy that died?
Which
from
one?
That show?
Opie?
From which
Lewis.
They wrote him out.
Spoiler alert.
Well, no, but he actually died in real life.
I know, they wrote him out.
Okay, it's not a spoiler.
That's why you hire professional writers to do the show. Oh, by the way, Opie died, so, write him out. I said, no problem, man. We got some old footage. There was a movie that they were halfway through, and the main character died.
Heath Ledger?
I think something like that, and then they ended up rewriting some of the scenes to make it work, and they just worked into the plot.
Yeah, it was actually filmed in Vancouver too.
Yeah, and they were like halfway through the production. It's not like, we get another actor.
Yeah. Margaret, how many digressions are we at right now?
I don't know, but I feel pretty loaded.
Hey, what's that, Craig?
Oh yeah,
dead actors. That's happened in Gladiator, The Raven. I mean, they're frail people actors. They die all the time.
Yeah. Hey, wasn't it? What's that great Australian series that came out, Mad Max? That was a guy killed in that stunt.
The motorbike slid and hit him when they were filming it.
Yep. Well, there you go. And there was another guy that drank himself to death. So.
See, but if we're talking about crazy TV talk and then we talk about TV shows, is it a digression?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Awesome, because we're not talking about bunkers.
Big thing coming up Sunday.
So those of you that don't know, we have a drinking game. When we digress off topic, you're supposed to take a drink.
Yeah, so everybody have a
Lord
swing.
help us all.
Craig, you had something?
Am I the only person at this table who watches Breaking Bad? Yeah. Seriously?
I watch it.
Well, obviously you watch it.
I'm forced to watch it.
I'm in the second season right now.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's
oh my God, it's so... And they got a great podcast.
I'm waiting for Netflix to do season 5.
Craig, jump right in there.
I was going to say Breaking Bad. I mean, I can watch it once a week, but I couldn't watch the whole thing. It'd be suicidal at the end of a week.
Oh, I know. I know, it's brutal.
Or you'd be on meth.
That's the most depressing show on earth.
Actually, that's how I get through it.
Does anyone watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, awesome series. God, we're going to have you come on the show. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, so we're going to change this to the Bunker Project to the TV Bunker Project.
What about The Walking Dead?
It slays me.
I've seen episode 1.
Your dating life has got nothing on TV.
No, that's yours.
I figured you burned me.
All right, should we try? Should we try to get into some topics for
Just
the
kidding,
show?
we love.
How many minutes are we into the show?
25 minutes.
Only 25 minutes into the show, and we start.
Hey, there's a new
We've had round tables last longer.
A new convention coming up.
Well, I don't know, call it convention or an invention. I think it's just another mega meetup of all meetups that everybody's been tweeting me. Thank you.
The Soho
freaking meetups.
Yeah.
So I just want to do a big shout out because we are one of the official meetups that are part of that, and we're going to get called on the stage. Yeah. We might not turn up, but we're going to send. we're sending sock puppets to represent us.
Dude, you want me to? I'll bring it.
Can we all bring?
Grouch, and I represent.
We need Bunker Project T-shirts.
Oh, I think
isn't
so.
it Cookie Monster?
It's Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
But we could sock puppets. You know,
Big
those
Bird's
gray socks with the.
Yeah.
If anybody actually creates us a Bob Garlic sock puppet,
oh, exactly,
that would be awesome.
With a big
Please
nose.
send a picture to.
Oh, that would be cool.
And have some sort of names. Yeah, and just tweet it.
Use the hashtag Bob's a sock.
No, Bob socks.
Bob socks.
Bob
Yeah.
socks.
For Bob, though, wouldn't it be more like a thumb puppet?
Oh, bum.
Okay, so this is happening on October 16th.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
8:15.
Starts 8:15 a.m. for all you people like to wake up in the morning. I know. But it goes till 5 o'clock. Big party at 5 o'clock. Now, here's the tip.
And then Molson gets drunk.
Exactly. So go to one of those meetups. Get the link to the Soho Hangout. Not the Soho Hangout. The Soho registration page. If you register, you don't have to pay $25 for the Hangout. You don't have to pay $25 for the actual big show. And then if you want to party with the guys from Molson, it's sponsored by Molson.
You got to pay $25 for that.
You got to pay $50.
No, $25.
They down it to 50?
Everything else is free.
It's
but
25.
No, it was 50.
No,
25.
it's 25.
I paid 50.
No, that's because you bought me a ticket, right, Bob?
I'm gonna go.
You bought the insurance.
Anyways, it's pretty convoluted. But
if
anyways,
anybody's
if
worried
you don't
about
register,
tripping, just $7, I'll sell you fracture insurance in case you fall down after Molson feeds you a bunch of beer.
And if you really want it, you can hire me for $50 and I'll push you down the stairs.
Does that fracture insurance even cover when you're absolutely drunk?
Absolutely.
Not.
I don't know if you're drunk with Saran wrap around you. I think you're covered.
It's Reynolds wrap, damn it.
Hey, I know I didn't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble from copyright infringement and stuff. Getting sued by you.
It's on my website. I'm pretty much sure I'm already in shit. So if they come after me, I'll do something about it. But I'm pretty sure they're not too worried.
Yeah. Hey, so this will be a massive event. I'm exploring like 800 people. Do you think going to make it?
They said 1,600.
16.
Yeah, we will.
I've been to one of their events in the past. It was pretty big.
Yeah, that was in a
Lots of
bar.
people.
Like 800 people turned out because excuse me.
No,
I'm
that was
trying to get
at
to the front door.
that was
No,
at
Soho. The other year, that's where we started
Hyatt or
these smart
something.
women do lunch.
It certainly was.
And you
it's actually a
being
pretty
two
good
smart
crowd.
women, and you love to do
You got to
lunch.
get right on that.
There's a
mic.
group where it's very exclusive, invite only. We
Right
do
on
Yeah, it is.
we do lunch.
You invited
Truly.
me once,
There you
but
No, you're
just
not a
didn't have
girl.
my
You're
dress.
not
You're not a
smart
girl.
or a woman. So.
I said I would cross dress.
You'd have to wax a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be
A lot
awesome.
of
You
wax.
and Andrew are both gonna show up wearing dresses.
Kilts.
Oh, if you did, you can come to Smart Women Do Lunch.
Excellent. I'll come in.
All right, we'll go to Value Village and we'll take.
Yeah, we'll
Hey,
get
I got the
some-
cleavage. I got the
You,
cleavage.
you do that, we'll tell you.
We'll
where it
arrange
is.
for the
Plumber's
waxing.
cleavage.
Smart women do lunch. It
We'll
almost
arrange
sounds
for
like
the
a
waxing.
porn.
It's a secret location.
So what's the Twitter handle? Sir Wax a lot?
Oh, what?
Hey, guess
Man.
what?
What?
Facebook hit 1 billion users this week.
I know. Isn't that a congratulations?
That was
Well
a,
done.
what the hell was that
1
stupid
billion
TV ad
active
all
users.
about?
Which one?
Why does Facebook need this TV ad that was so freaking lame?
Because social media doesn't
Because
work.
Facebook.
They're trying to get the word out, right? You know, if you want to get the word
What,
out,
a
you got to
billion, a
use
billion's
TV.
not enough. You need a lame TV
Some-
ad.
There's
Some marketing exec had a brain fart and they did an ad.
Well, they want
Yeah.
to get all the people that aren't on Facebook.
They shouldn't have filmed the fart.
Yeah, and
Oh,
there's
wicked.
3 grandmas somewhere in North America that aren't on Facebook. We wanted to get those 3.
That's because they don't care about
We
the
tried
kids.
to get my older sister Carol on. She just doesn't see the point.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
how you
she's
drink.
smarter
Well,
than
the
all
problem
of us.
is if you have a Facebook account, let's face it, they're going to steal your ID and all the money out of your account's going to go. That's what
Yeah,
the old
because
people
I
think.
always put all that information on there.
Yes, so do I.
Hey, this is my SIN number.
Well, somebody
my
sent me an
social
email and
currency.
told me to do that.
Oh, I think they're pitching you.
No,
That really pisses me
It
off.
had the Facebook thing right on it.
Oh, well,
It
there
must
you go.
be
It
true.
must be true.
Yeah, and if it has an official internet logo, it must be real.
It is.
And if you really want, I've got a bridge for sale.
What's
The one you were trying to get over this morning?
Hey, have you ever gone?
Oh, yeah, I wish.
Have you ever been redirected to like the fake Twitter?
No,
Yeah,
but
they
I
try
want
and-
to.
Actually, I do when I type twatter.
Twatter.
Oh man, they must
Are
have
you
some
sure that
killer
wasn't on
links.
purpose?
This one, it's you go to Twitter and it says we didn't get your. You have to re-log in, and if you look at the URL, it's actually TVVITTER, and it looks exactly like Twitter, except
Sneaker.
for the URL is a fake URL. So they're trying to pull your passwords.
Yeah, but my mom.
Yeah.
would
So if you
probably-
ever
my
do
mom would
that,
probably go there. She
you know,
thinks that Facebook
something-
is called Face Page.
Face
She's a
page.
big fan
Oh,
of Face Page.
Face
She
page.
loves
Let's
Face
start
Page.
it. Facepage.com, where Twitter and Facebook get together.
And if you put YouTube, then
Nice.
it's
Bob, that's called
Twitface?
Path.
You Twitface
Actually,
even better.
I want to
You
start a
twitface.com.
social network called Face Space.
Face Space. Oh man, that's
The
for
final
really
frontier.
stoned people.
Whatever happened to MySpace?
It's coming back.
It's coming
It's
back.
coming back.
I don't want to touch that
But it's
one.
in 3D.
Who asked that?
But so are
I did.
bell bottoms, aren't they?
Bosco has
Oh
that.
man, I've got a pair of bell bottoms.
Go
that
to
are
go to
killer.
new.myspace.com and you
Brown.
can pre-register
I got a
for
pair
the,
of striped pants I
for
wore
the
when I
new
was
MySpace.
6.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah,
They stole them.
I can tell.
Well, they fit one leg.
All right, so hey, talking about makeovers.
Yeah.
To talk about a lame crossover, but talking. I need another beer for God's sake.
The saddest segue ever.
Thank you. eBay. Have you seen the new logo?
No.
Yeah. Look at that.
Old
they
news.
Went,
Old
they
news.
went Helvetica. Yeah. Finally
how
they're coming
much
to the
they paid for
21st
that.
century. Helvetica.
When I was
Thank God it wasn't
no.
Courier New.
No, don't thank God. When I was in advertising school at Humber College, I had a professor who would literally fail anyone who changed a logo to Helvetica because he considered it the lowest common denominator. Everyone thinks it's stylish, so it doesn't mean anything.
That's what
when
we're
you
trying to
use it.
appeal
Isn't that
to.
eBay?
Yeah, but you know what? When you work in the real world, you're working with committees and like boards and people that think they know what they're talking about, and they like to play art director.
Takes
and
6 months, to make
and
a
they go like,
decision.
"Oh well, we're thinking something like Ariel or Helvetica, something strong and represents us like that, and we think it should be blue because we're a solid company." Blah 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 blah. Except their brief is totally different. And he said, "Well, have you tried Universe and maybe Aquamarine?" Oh man, you were good. So you just gotta know how to play.
But if
the
it's a lighthearted
font game.
message, you use comic.
Comic.
Yeah,
Yes.
Comic Sans.
Yeah. Only on
Oh,
your
yeah,
ad
comic. I love
replies.
that.
Comic.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
I think
nice.
it
Or
was-
marker.
That's very
That's
artsy.
if you really
duster.
stand out.
I think it was 2 years ago when there was that April Fool's Day prank on Google where if you typed in Helvetica on Google, it rendered all of the results in Comic Sans. It was brilliant.
See, what did I tell you?
Yep. It's coming back.
The person who says, I don't want to talk.
Ah, do this.
She's all warmed up and, yeah, good stuff.
Give her a tart.
She's a maven now.
Oh, hush.
The
No,
tech.
it is
the
true.
Tech
You're the
writer,
tech
maven.
vibes maven.
The tech vibes maven. Maven.
Yeah.
Good
Do
stuff.
we have a writer Maven right now?
Or the copywriter
We don't.
Maven, I guess, yeah. That's
We
probably
don't.
I don't
What
think we
do you
do.
want your Maven hood to be?
I'll just take the writer Maven hood. I don't need to put myself into a smaller box.
They cost $5, by the way.
Yeah.
Only if you
That's
choose.
how we pay for our beer.
Yeah. You
Only
pay
if you
$5, you get a certificate, Bob sends it to you. That goes for anybody listening as well. If you want a certificate,
Actually,
your Maven
yeah.
hood,
The research maven is a university professor down in where is it? No, actually I can't remember. But anyways, he's down in the States, and he did a study on podcasting, and he said, well, people are always saying the best length of a podcast is 45 minutes, and they're just assuming that it's right because of the commute length, the average commute. But is it really true? So he did all these, took all these kind of myths on podcasting and did this massive survey and published his results. And then he came on the Bunker Project on a special report, and he's actually paid $5 through eBay or through PayPal.
Yep.
And he's the research maven.
Exactly. He's got that right up with his doctorate from Wannabe University. Some other great paperwork on the back of
My
his
alma mater.
Yeah. It's like tweet a diploma, I think. .com is really good too.
$47.95.
So what are we going to do with the tard gals here?
What do you mean? What are we going to do with them?
No, like you can have Maven 1, Maven 2.
Oh, the tart maven.
As she grasps the mic.
They can be a team.
I'm always grabbing stuff.
Atta girl.
After all.
Do it. Sanch doesn't need that.
Oi! She fits right in. I just don't know.
Yeah, Sweet Tart's not going to touch that, but I'm Spicy Tart, so I'm allowed to say stuff like
Nice,
that.
the Spicy Tart Maven.
You could be the Spicy Tart Maven, and we
Yeah,
should have
and
a
the Sweet Tart. I like
Sweet
that.
Tart Maven.
Or the savory tart maven and the sweet.
Yeah, our names are Spicy Tart and Sweet
What about
Tart,
the
so-
hot tart? No?
We do have hot tarts in the store every day if you want to stop by.
What's
so.
her name?
Is that after
They've got many names.
Is that after
There's
you-
a whole
Name's
bunch of
Bruno.
them. There's a whole bunch of them. I don't know your rating of the show. I don't know if we can eat a
We're-
tart on
we're-
air.
Say-
We're,
oh,
yeah,
ex-
absolutely.
we're explicit. Go for it.
We can eat a tart on air.
Let me get the video camera. Okay.
Let's
we
talk
struggled
about-
through.
I don't know
eBay.
that eating a tart on air, that kind of ups
Well,
it a
we've
little.
eaten.
I threw your segues there.
That's going a little too far. I think.
There goes our presidential sponsorship. That's all I. Sorry, Barrick.
It doesn't take long. You just cramped all the men's brains for a
That's
second.
Canadian pronunciation for
You
it.
always call it
Barrick.
Barrick. Yeah,
Barrick
it's
Obam.
Barrick Obam.
Barrick Obam.
It's Barack.
That big, tall, black guy down in the States that runs that big company.
cousin.
Nice guy.
We've
but-
ate a lot of stuff on the show, though.
We have?
We've had like chocolate.
Oh yeah, we haven't had a food
See,
a beer
we
pairing
we
event
haven't
in
had.
a long time.
We need to
Let
have a
the
tart
pairing
beer
begin.
pairing one day.
We had
Whip out that
from
tart.
we had chocolate and black beer pairing.
We had
that was from Shoshola.
We had fudge.
Oh, Shoshola.
She-
She had
the
like
fudge?
5 kilos of. That was a funny show. It was like what, 12.
It was
going to
be a 10-minute segment.
43 minutes later.
And it was the whole show.
Yum, yum.
Everyone
Oh
going,
my
"Oh
god! Oh,
this
is
is
amazing!
great."
Oh.
Anything whipped is good.
Go back and check it out.
Now that I can agree
And
with.
with
Little
bacon. That was a
TMI,
crazy
Randall. TMI.
We do have a chocolate tart, which we whip up every day.
Whoa.
Oh, let's see.
She actually does have.
Show us
We
the
actually
tarts.
do have a tart. Okay,
Whip out
I'll,
that
I'll
tart.
undress the tart now.
Thank you all.
Da 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 da.
But let me get my camera.
Where's that 70s porn
Oh,
music
it's
when
a
you really need it?
pecan. It's a pecan, butter pecan tart.
This is kind of like.
Bob's photographing the tart.
The tart with the tart.
No, it's the undressing of the tart.
Sounds like the second show, not the
Wow,
first
did you
show.
hear that?
Just rip the clothes off the tart.
Hold it.
Whoa.
Now that's a tart.
That looks
Yes,
good
that
enough to
is
eat.
very big tart.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's almost 5 inches.
He's doing the
so-
MySpace picture.
The MySpace. High five. High five.
And remember,
So Bob was getting a picture of himself and
Yeah.
the tart.
Yeah, it looks like a.
I noticed the way
That's like
Bob
me
ends
back in
up
the
with the
day.
tart.
With the tart, yeah.
Hey, and
What?
for our viewing audience,
There we go. That's the tart.
and all with tarts, size
Tart
does
shot.
matter with tarts. So
that's some awesome looking.
It's a
tart.
bigger tart than most.
Here, what the
It's
hell's going
almost
on?
5 inches instead of about 3 or 4. So
Wow. So it's like the Samsung Galaxy Note of tarts.
Way to geek out a tart.
Just quite enough big enough.
But the Note 2 is 5.5 inches now, so you're going to have to increase your tart size to match that.
Size
it's
does
pretty
matter.
filling as it is. So
Yeah.
So I could check it.
So is there such thing as like a tart for two? Like, do you have like a huge tart?
we have.
You don't call this a huge tart. Holy crap! It's like 4.5 inches over.
It's actually
a
one
huge
lady did eat 3.
What do you
But
mean?
Wow.
I usually only make it through 1. I try to eat half, but I make it through
Was
1.
that after
and
yoga class?
It's actually quite filling. The savory ones are really filling. Actually, I eat one of those, and it's like for breakfast. Good for breakfast.
Come on,
But
Andrew.
we
Isn't
do
5
have-
inches big enough for you?
No, we have a 9.5 inch.
Casually.
tart.
Now that's more like
that
it.
was my question. So you have like a big tart.
A big tart.
You do have a big tart.
We do have a big tart, yeah.
Size does matter.
So you have to come in special order it, but yeah.
So
we do
that's-
have them.
How big is it?
Story
Did
of
you
my
s-
life.
did you
That's
say
like the iPad tart.
9.5 feet.
inches.
Oh, okay. Well,
But if you
That's a
stick
big
them together,
tart.
I'm sure you'll get there.
wow. Are you guys ever thought of doing the biggest tart in the world? That's why I think it's
Isn't that
14 and a
Pamela
half
Thought about
inches.
something and doing it.
You could get Jack Black to make a song.
Oh yeah.
The biggest start.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
check
no,
out this
we
haven't.
tart.
We haven't.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
That's why
you
I
should
need
see
it.
her face.
That's just our Ashley, our bartender extraordinaire, has brought me in a black beer for the official tart.
Oh, can I get a black
pairing.
beer too, please?
We're doing a part pairing. We're doing tart pairing.
Bob's eating
These are the
tart.
tart
Bob's
girls
eating
over
tart.
Food bite,
in the
food
back
bite.
there.
All right.
They
So
have
I'm
a
going to
store
take
on
a bite.
Broadway.
Wait, how come you get one?
What?
I think we
should
skipped
I
the-
cut it?
You know it's for the gaming maven.
Oh, speaking of the gaming maven,
Sticks them in
do you have anything you want to do for gaming with James? James?
Let's do it.
Oh, that's good.
Later.
Okay.
Oh, mama.
We've now entered the X-rated version of the show as
No,
Bob eats a
it's
tart
already-
on air.
it's already
Okay, well,
been
Bob
X-rated.
samples the tart. Anybody
Sounds-
use Shazam?
Yeah, I do. I
You do?
use Soundhound too.
You use Soundhound as well?
Soundhound as well, yeah.
Shazam actually is getting into more than just music, though. They're getting into the whole second screen TV thing, and now they've partnered with the Major League Baseball, to you can activate Shazam during in basically any game in the what do you call it? I don't watch baseball. The World Series.
I don't think any of us do either.
And so you can activate it, and you get all the stats of the game, stats of the players, and things like that. So it's kind of cool. So they want to be like the second screen, the big player in the whole second screen space.
Now, do you think they're going to be able to work off of like radio broadcasts of baseball games? Because there are some people who actually do listen to games on the radio, and if you hold a Shazam up and it says, "Oh, player A is up to bat," will they be able to then identify the game and the teams and whatnot?
Yeah, actually,
it's interesting because it would be different. There'd be different broadcasts, right?
No, what he did, he used to watch CBC baseball for the Jays, but he hated the announcers, so he would listen to the CBC radio announcers. And it was a different broadcast. The radio guys are different than the TV guys, but he liked the guys that were on radio, but he liked to watch the show. So there's a lot of people that already doing that, have the TV with the sound down, and then they have their favorite color announcers. So it definitely would work that way.
I wonder what they're doing, because maybe they've got like this high-pitched like mosquito sound that nobody can hear, the human ear can't hear, but the app picks it up. That maybe they're doing it that way.
Oh my God, that tart looks good.
I got to try.
Did you hear that the NHL just bought a new app? It's called Lockout.
This is a good tart.
That's low, Bosco.
One for you, Jeff.
Yeah, you know that Gary Bettman didn't actually like hockey. He used to be a basketball.
So Bob's passing around these pieces of tart.
Oh yeah,
yummy.
I like my tarts like I like my women, 5.5 inches.
I think you're visiting the wrong website.
I was so scared he was going to say cut into small pieces.
Midget porn.
Oh,
cut into small pieces.
That's one well-fucked woman.
Whoa.
Okay, Randall just made this go X-rated.
In hockey, that's offside.
Yeah, that's a timeout, actually.
I love that my business just turns everyone to like 5-year-olds.
Why don't we do some social media now?
Wow, that's an
When do we
idea.
talk about social media?
Yeah, we're gonna
This
talk
is
about
like the
social
greatest
media.
tart I've ever had, though.
All right,
It's
well,
awesome tart.
Why don't we? Yeah.
Very good.
What about McDonald's going mobile? Their Monopoly game. Their Monopoly game is going mobile.
Who
So
cares?
you can walk into
Who
McDonald's
cares?
and
Yeah,
play
who cares?
Monopoly.
Okay, to just
Next.
give you an idea how big that tart was, I just handed out to 3, 6,
That- I
7,
mean,
9,
that's the
10,
question.
14, 16 people fed
Who
on
goes to
that.
McDonald's
It's like
anyways?
fish and some cakes. It's not a religious tart size.
Did you know what they're doing
So you
with
want
Office?
small, medium, or religious size?
Office is going on Android and
iOS.
iOS.
What does Bosco want
So are
to
we
talk
going to
about?
do breaking tart?
Social media diarrhea.
Breaking
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Bosco!
just
Oh,
did.
hands up! Bosco
Let's
wants
talk
to
about social media diarrhea.
diarrhea.
Yes, we actually said we were going to talk
That's
about
the
this
shit.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. So, is it just me, or is anyone else watching other people just not use Twitter the way it's supposed to be?
Spew.
Recently, I've seen a few people that I actually like. I actually talked to Bonnie about this last night. Business
On
coaches
Twitter?
on Twitter, business coaches that I know that are just using Twitter to pretty much slam their events. I think I have an example of a guy that's got the same tweet posted over 60 times in the last 2 weeks.
Did you punch him?
Well, that's the thing. I know the guy, right? So it's like, when is enough? If you're going to promote an event, if you're going to promote, a marketing event, how many times are you going to tweet it?
Twice a day.
Yeah, it just.
So if you know him, you can punch him.
8
Twice a
hours
day?
apart.
Twice a day, yeah. 8
Really?
hours apart.
That much?
I think
Yeah,
that's
because
fine.
then you're getting
I'd
the East Coast and
unfollow
West
you.
Coast.
I'd unfollow you.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the sad part is like I think if I see the same tweet over 60 times in a week, I'm done.
Well, yeah. What I would do is I would do it twice in a day,
But
every
differentiate.
8 hours apart, with a slight different twist to it.
Yeah,
right?
okay,
Yeah.
I'll give
Yeah.
you that.
Not cut and
Yeah.
pasting. Not cut and
Yeah, no
pasting.
cut
right?
and paste.
Check out this event. It'll
Yeah.
save you money with SEO.
Yeah.
And then, hey, if you're interested in SEO techniques, check out this event.
Yeah,
And
or
it's the same thing.
come up with something creative like here's why you should attend the event, or every week have a different theme to it. But this guy's literally pasting the same
Can you
message.
call him
in.
out?
That's the thing. I wrote a blog about it. I don't know if he's noticed it.
What's his name?
Did you tweet about it 60
on, I wanna
times
hear.
because you probably didn't have a chance to pick it up?
How about I show it to you?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I think I
We'll
know
put
who
that
it
in our
is.
show notes.
I think I
I
know
know
who
who
it
he's
is.
talking about too.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah, well, don't talk about it because it's free PR. So
Yeah,
then
that's
60
right.
We
hosts
don't want to
work.
encourage.
Maybe that's his strategy. He wants me to talk about it.
Well, I had an interesting thing last night where, I had a good article that I had in a tweet, and somebody basically hijacked my tweet and then used it to promote another advisor within my tweet with my name still on it.
Sorry, Margaret.
Sorry about that.
So look at the guy's bio when he talks about how he's good at talking with people and stuff. So I said, hey, dude, like, if you're good at talking with people, perhaps you shouldn't be hijacking my tweet to use it to promote another advisor. Kind of cheesy.
Oh. Okay, that wasn't me.
No, call him out. Why not?
I did. I busted him on it. It's like, and it was also blatant. It's like, yeah, great article. Contact blah in this other advisor within the same tweet with my name and everything on it.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
what happened if he took your name out of that? Would have been worse, wouldn't it?
What? No, I mean
No, that's just plain old.
take
sleazy copying.
No, I mean take the link, use it somewhere else. Take me off of it. If you're going to promote someone else, don't leave me on it. It wasn't my article. I don't care. Use the link. Do whatever you want with it, but don't hijack it within my tweet with my name still on it and promote someone else within my industry.
I know.
It's like, what the hell?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Bosco, are we going to have to go break this guy's legs?
Now we're just going to break
Hey,
his
you know what
tweeter.
happened to
break his fingers?
To me, I was doing setting up our hosting company Libsyn, and they have this Facebook page where you can sync your podcast episodes with your Facebook fan page. So I thought, okay, well, we'll let a auto post and all that, and I hit the sync button. This was a few weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. And it posted all at once every single episode on my Twitter feed. 106 episodes all at once.
Oops.
And somebody,
how's that going for you?
Well, I didn't get like a mass unfollow, but someone said, "Hey, ease up on the Twitter spam," and I explained it, and I tweeted it out and said, "Hey, sorry, this is what happened." And he said, "Oh, cool."
Yeah, I think the secret is be human.
Yeah.
If you get called out and say, "Well, geez, I didn't know. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to try to be better." And then wait for a couple weeks and spam them. Oh, sorry.
But I mean, it was something that wasn't supposed to happen.
Oops,
it wasn't
I hit the
planned.
button again. I'm sorry.
But I think to Bosco's point, I mean, it's the same thing of looking at Twitter and seeing a tweet posted and going the exact, a minute later to Facebook and seeing the exact same message.
Yeah. Yes.
And people are even so lazy to not change the language. There's still hashtags on Facebook. There's
they should at least put Spanish
if
and
you
Chinese.
Can't take the 3 seconds
Don't follow
to
me.
delete the @ response or the hashtag, then I don't have time for you. I'll just block you from one or all of the platforms.
That's what's been
because I don't
happening.
need to see multiple messages.
Or why have a personal Twitter account and a corporate Twitter account when you're tweeting the exact same thing, exact same time, every time on
That's
on
so
both of
annoying.
them? It's like, why do you have 2 accounts?
Yeah.
Horrible.
With regards to Bosco's buddy, what makes me wonder is if that's
not
what
his
they're
buddy.
doing with their tweet. In other words, if they're tweeting 8 times a day, if I were his client and he's doing SEO for me, chances are he's spamming your site too.
Well, and that's the other challenge too, is that I think when I see that, I also think if I'm a follower and if I see something like limited seats, you've got 6 seats left, and you see that same message in a span of 6 to 10 weeks, from a sales perspective, it's a shitty sales copy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sort of lose credibility, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
You should at least go like 5, 4, 3, 2, and then
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, last chance.
Sold
last
out.
chance. Only
Numerically
17 weeks left.
challenged, Yeah.
So my question is, how do you address that? Like, if somebody has that bad habit, how do you deal with that?
But I think Bonnie hit the nail on the head. I think you have to just be upfront with them and say, hey, bud, like I've done the same thing. I've gone on and said, I don't need to see your personal account and your corporate account tweeting the same message at the exact same time. So either
But I'm just
I'll
talking about people
unfollow
that
one
are
of them or
overtweeting
No,
a specific
I
subject.
call them out. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I just use the other approach, which is just list them. Like, I use the Twitter list to look at my news feed, and so that would go onto the asshole stream, and basically nice that on that stream. And,
So you never want to get on that stream.
No, the shit list, yeah.
Oh man.
I wondered
Bosco, where am I?
Lots of love, buddy. Lots of love.
So just a second to get you off that stream.
So what you're saying, Bosco, is everybody should have a shit list.
Yes,
So-
absolutely. Or a tart list, too.
Yeah, but I think
yeah, exactly.
For the good
Yeah,
ones.
but tarts
for the
are
good
good
ones.
things.
Yeah,
so
for
what
the
you're
good
saying
ones.
is if it's not your friend, they get unfollowed. But if it's your friend, they go on the asshole list.
Well, the thing is that
Do you leave the asshole list public?
Well, I could call him out. I think if it's someone I didn't really care about, I'd probably call him out. But because I actually know this person, I'm kind of torn. I actually asked Bonnie for advice a few days ago because at the end of the day, I think it's pretty brutal.
Just kick them in the nuts.
Yeah, well,
or make them pay you to do their Twitter management.
I unfollow.
That's probably a better idea. Get them to pay you.
I wouldn't use, but often, number one, they don't know how to use Twitter. So I wouldn't use Twitter to communicate with. I'd pick up the phone and say, hey, dude, just want to know, you are destroying your brand. And as a buddy of yours, as an advisor, this is the technique I recommend. And then if he doesn't listen to it, then call him and say, by the way, I'm not your buddy anymore. Bye. And, and then just break it off. Don't get married to the guy.
Tweet him 10 times in 1 minute a copy of your blog that you wrote.
That's a good one.
But
I hate that too. But the thing is, they do the DM message, and it's like, and it wasn't anything that had to be in a DM. So I called him out, and I said, why are you DMing something that should be a public message? Yep. Oh, well, because if I don't do it direct, not everybody gets it. I said maybe nobody wants it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had to unfollow him because after he did it 3 times, and it's like if you're not listening to me,
I think Twitter should just get rid of DMs. Who cares for DMs?
I am with you.
Yeah,
I don't even
I think at this
look
point,
at them. Really.
I never look.
Actually, I have in my email filter. Every DM gets automatically sent to an email because I've asked for that, and it automatically gets sent in a folder called DMs. And I just dump it every 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. So I never even see those messages.
I don't mind it because a lot of clients will contact me through Twitter and they go, hey, blah 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 blah, and they say, then it's like DM me your email and we can take this offline. So for that, I use it for that because they don't want to put that up public. But other than that, I don't use DM.
Yeah, I think for brands too, I think it's important for them to have a DM feature because of the privacy laws. Like the brands we're working with right now, almost 80% of their communication is all DM. It's sad because we'd love to advertise the tweets, but a lot of it is, hey, this is my account. Can you pull this up? Can you pull that up?
I think sometimes too you have to take conversation offline.
Yeah, you do.
When it gets into that position, and DM allows you to say, hey, send me your phone number. I'd like to call you. And
so you need it for that.
Offline.
Hey, wouldn't it be better just to have a 1-800 number to call then if you're going to need to connect?
Yeah,
1-877-636. I'm not going to have a 1-800 number.
474.
My clients aren't going to have a 1-800 number. They're just people.
I'm talking about like larger companies or people like that. If you're performing that much customer service through your Twitter, you should at least have a way to contact somebody personally right off the bat.
It's not even about volume though, James. It could be a one-off where a guy says, you know what, I had a bad experience yesterday, and he posts that publicly, and you can DM him and say, hey, would you mind giving me a call? Here's my direct line.
Yeah.
Here's my cell phone.
That's a good way,
I want to take it. And we're talking, in Bosco and I's world, corporate and small and medium-sized businesses, they need to
Okay,
have
so
one-to-one.
that's a good question. So would you also publicly reply to a negative comment like that?
I think you should. I think there's 2 elements of. We deal with a lot of negative press in sensitive industries, some really bad industries, and at the end of the day, I think there's only so much you can do to acknowledge negative press. At the end of the day, you're not going to silence the crowd. You're not going to silence the negative critics. So I think there's only so much you can say. Let's look at the transit Facebook fan page. That's a freaking nightmare.
Yep.
Especially with the bridges, the toll bridges as well. Their fan page is a disaster right now. People are complaining about that too. So they'll address it that they've acknowledged the concern, but that's all they can do.
Yeah, really. Exactly. It's just being.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Exactly right.
I think the British PM did something like that, and basically it was this huge fiasco. And no, it was Apple with their maps, and the CEO, for the first time in the history of Apple, he actually apologized. Yeah. And they said that did more to basically make people say, "Oh, okay."
That wasn't the
at
first
least
time
they're
they
aware.
Apologized.
Really? Well, it's the
they
first.
apologized 5 different times.
Okay. Yeah, but it was the first time that CEO apologized. Probably
he's going to apologize next year to everybody that's
left. But anyway, it's
all 10 of them.
Exactly. Actually,
James, I hate Android.
If you guys want to hear a podcast, this is all I talk about. Is for immediate release FIR. Amazing podcast. They have over 680 shows. They be doing 2 top guys, one in London, one in England, and one in California, and they're both top communication specialists, and they talk about amazing stuff. So if you want to hear a podcast that's purely about communications on the level you guys are talking, you will find it a huge asset to your business. So check
it's a great show.
I don't know if you're thinking of the head of British security. His wife posted a bunch of vacation pictures of them on Facebook.
Yeah, oops.
And
was she all tarted up?
Oops. Yeah. No, I don't think so. They're mostly of him. like you want to assassinate the head of like British security. Here you go.
Here's the PM with a big tart.
Was he wearing a dress?
Tartness.
No, probably some tarts in the background, knowing British government, but
yeah, tarts. So I think we had a question over here or a comment. Yes, no.
Well, I just wanted to say, like, if there's no way to silence the critics, Bosco, I completely disagree. There's a really, really easy way to get rid of a critic. Is to address what they're saying, apologize to them, and to do it properly. That is, I am sorry. Sincerely, I am sorry for the thing that you need me to be sorry about, which is like the problem with so many corporate apologies. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry that this became an issue.
Here's our policy.
Yeah, so I guess BlackBerry should be changing their theme today.
And then oops. And then the final part of the apology is, I am going to do something to make this right. And making sure that response to the criticism is public is the only way that people are going to know that you're sincere about that.
Yeah, I think you have to be a little bit careful. I mean, we've had it, in the golf industry where somebody's been upset with, course conditions or whatever, and they put that out publicly, and we apologize, and we ask them to DM us so that we can send them the phone number, and we want to take that conversation from online to offline, and then we'll invite them out to the particular golf course and say, let's have coffee and talk about whatever the issue was, and we invite them to do that. And you know what happens? Right now, we're, I think, at 95% don't take us up on that. They go back on social media publicly, and they say, XYZ general manager golf course just called me and invited me out for coffee. Yep. That's so freaking cool. And that's the end of it.
Yep.
We don't even have to have coffee with 95% of the people. But you got to get there when you're in the small and medium
I'd want the round of
businesses.
golf.
Well, I think the thing is, though, but what you're doing, you're missing a golden opportunity there, is be aggressive about your giving. Because a lot of people, they'll do that, and then what you do is say, hey, we really appreciate you saying this, but when are you coming for coffee? Because we want to sit down with you and we want to take you out for golf.
Because a lot of restaurants,
really spoil you.
A lot of restaurants, the smart ones, somebody will post something and you'll say, oh, hey, I'm really sorry that happened. DM me your address. I want to send you.
Yeah, that's true.
Gift certificate or
please come down
get more details.
You don't want to go too far with that because then you're incentivizing complaints.
But that's and Andrew, that's the point. I think that you have to be very careful on what you're giving away because not everybody here I think is in the retail world. If you start giving away something for every negative tweet, you're going to find yourself in the hole. You'll be bankrupt before you can.
It's customer service.
It's customer service.
Yeah, like
it's quantifying the complaint, right? At the end of the day, you do what you can and you do some follow-up and preventive measures. But
the bottom line is you
have
fix
to give it away. You
fix, if you are getting complaints, you fix the root problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you deal with it publicly, but you don't give away anything publicly. You acknowledge it and you help people solve the problem. But just like, the whole Comcast thing, they didn't give anything away. They just fixed their problem.
Absolutely.
But communicated it.
Yeah,
and did it publicly. Yeah,
I think the other big thing, if you're retail, if you have a location, it's get that person in the store. Now, I do a lot of hiking, and I deal with MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op.
Yeah,
amazing
Great
service.
Company,
They do crazy stuff for me. And I bought some poles, cost me $109, and I went hiking. 4 hikes later, I broke one of the poles just at the tip, and I went in and went to the customer service guy and said, hey, dude, here's my pole. I've used it 3 times and it broke. He said, oh, geez. And so do you have any spare parts where you could fix it? And he said, yeah, no problem. I went to the back, and usually what they do is they cannibalize other poles that people have brought in. And said, we don't have that part. So tell you what, we'll just give you 100% credit.
Perfect,
do you want money on your credit card? Or do you want to just get another set of poles? And so, I'll just get another set of poles. So I went back. They were out of poles. So I'm walking back, and I stop a guy who actually was burdened with an iPad around his neck. It was so sad he didn't have a Nexus S because the iPad is so heavy. But anyways, that's our zing for Apple. We haven't done that for the whole show. So anyways... he gave up on the iPad. And we went to the actual computer, and we found out that they had 5 of these poles across Canada. So I said, okay. So what do you want me to do? He said, well, look you're into hiking. Why don't you use ski boots? So he recommended a better product that was on sale that cost $48. So I actually walked out with better poles and $40 in my pocket. Where am I going to shop on a new equipment? I spent $900 on hiking boots over the last 5 years.
The main point, I think, as I hear the music coming on, is that not enough companies are listening, and not enough companies are dealing with the complaints, and that's why
that is true.
They're getting bad rap.
And you know why? It's because they don't supply staff to handle it. They just give it to some intern that has no power, has no proxy. You got to give this to, I would say the best person you want to have on your social media team is somebody from the sales team.
Yep.
Because they're about the bottom line, and you give the guy commissions on happy results.
You guys are just not in the right industry, man. I just, somebody complains or pisses me off, I just sit Canada Revenue after them.
All right, thanks for listening to another episode of The Bunker Show. We didn't have gaming with James this week,
Again,
but it'll be back next week.
There's some big things in gaming going on, too. I mean, I was shocked at the stuff that's going on, but you'll have to wait till
He's
next week.
He's saving it up for next week.
Hey, what about that sponsor?
Wix.com.
They're awesome.
No, hang on. It's Wixcom.
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 I know. From the Wicked Wix of the West.
Go eat some
Wix
tarts.
of the West.